My dear learners, again I have come to teach you or to discuss with you on change of voice. We know that voice change or change of voice is a very important topic, and this is really mandatory from 6 to 10. Once upon a time, it was a different topic in question. 5 marks were set for this virtues, but nowadays we find that in transformation of sentence there may be 5 or 6 sentences, and there 1 or 2 sentences may become for changing of voice. Dear learners, at first I am to say that to change voice or from active to passive or passive to active, if we want to do that, we must know about sentence, tense, person. Sentence, I mean sentence according to meaning: assertive, interrogative, imperative, optative, exclamatory, and generally assertive, interrogative, and imperative sentence. In these 3 sentences, we can use voice, but optative and exclamatory sentence is out of voice, and we don't see any implementation of voice in 2 sentences, optative and exclamatory. And that's why we must know which type of sentence I am going to change, active to passive or passive to active. Tense is another important thing, because in order to change the voice, there is a use of change the tense and person. Basically, in pronouns, nominative form and objective form is used, where objective form me, that will be changed like I, and we will change just as you, he, him, she, her, it, they, them. But in noun, there will be no change, noun will be unchanged. I am going to give an example here. Again, I am telling that sentence, tense, person. This is three important. This is 3 important things that we will have to understand before, and without understanding these 3 topics, it will be quite impossible for us to know the system of changing voice from active to passive or passive to active. Okay, nominative, objective, possessive. 3 terms: I, me, my. Where my will be used, where me will be used, and where I will be used, that's a factor. We have to know that first. Okay, and these are some pronouns. I again say that noun will be unchanged. I am giving an example. Lubna writes a letter. Lubna writes a letter. At first, I have to think which type of sentence is this. This is assertive sentence, and it is in affirmative form. Here, the subject is Lubna. Subject Lubna, and object a letter. Okay, subject Lubna, object a letter, and writes verb. This is in active form. If I want to transform it passive form, then a letter will be subject, a letter, and as it is present indefinite form, I mean this is the use of tense. Okay, as it is present indefinite form, in present indefinite form we can use am, is, are in passive form. After a letter, as it is third person singular number, we cannot use here am or are. We have to use is. A letter is, and the past participle form of write, written. The past participle form of write is written, and by, a preposition is used after the past participle form and before object. Here the object will be Lubna. Okay, Lubna is a name and there is no change of this word. Lubna writes a letter. This sentence has been changed. A letter is written by Lubna, and this is the formation of present indefinite tense and assertive sentence. Okay. And now I am going to write another example. She helps. She is calling me. She is calling me. Here is also an assertive sentence. She is calling me. Here subject is before and after the sentence there is a full stop, and that's why it is this is only a statement, and that's why it is assertive sentence in affirmative form. Here the subject is she and me is the object. Okay. I should change me. The first portion of the sentence me cannot be used. What shall I use? We shall use I. The subject or nominative form of me is I. Okay. As it is present continuous tense, am is are with verb plus ing, that will be present continuous tense, and present continuous tense after I, as it is first person singular number, I will have to use here am, and for ing I will have to use being. Okay, I am being the past participle form of called. I am being called by. Can I use here she? No, we cannot use here she. We have to use her, because her is the objective form of she. Okay, and that's why I have written before the nominative, objective, and possessive form. Possessive form is not mandatory here, but we should know nominative and objective form to perform void change or to change active from passive or passive from active. Here again I am saying she is the subject, me is object. We can, if I ask the verb who, then we shall find subject. Who is calling? She is calling. To whom she is calling? This is the object. Okay. From me it will be changed I, and as it is present continuous tense, after I it will be used am, and for ing form it will come being, and the past participle form of called, and by will be used as a preposition, and after that she. We are unable to use she. We have to use the objective form of she, her. Am I right? My dear learners, this is the formation of assertive sentence. There are 12 kinds of tenses. Present, past, and future. Mainly 3 kinds of tense, and every kinds of tense there are 4 kinds. It has 4 parts: indefinite, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. Okay, and 3 into 4, 12. 3 into 4, 12. Generally, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, and future perfect continuous, these 3 kinds of tenses, we don't see any use of voice either in active or passive, but the remaining or the rest 9 kinds of tense we have to use it, and that's why we know the rules and systems. The rules and systems of changing from active to passive according to tense or sentence. There are some rules in your book, and I hope that you will find everything in your book and you will practice. Okay, now I am going to interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence, basically students find it difficult to do to change voice in interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence. Okay. Which type of sentence is interrogative sentence? The sentence that requires a question. By a sentence, wherever a question is asked, such as, why did you call me? It's a sentence, why did you call me? Okay. Why? It's an interrogative form. Did you call me? If I see did, then we can think that this is a sentence and it is, this is here past indefinite form is used. Okay. And if we transform it, did you call me? I mean, you called me. If I transform it in assertive form, you called me. Why is common? Why is a common term? You called me, and as it is past indefinite form, from me it will come I. Me cannot be used in the first portion of the sentence. This objective form will be transformed in nominative form, and after I, was is used in the passive form, and that's why was will be before I, because it is interrogative sentence. Why was I called? Why was I called by you? We know the objective form of you is also you, but the note of interrogation will be used here. Okay, we know the passive form of interrogative sentence will also be in interrogative form. Okay, and that's why the note of interrogation will be used here. I am giving another example. This is really a difficult sentence for you, but I am making it easy. Have you seen me? Have you seen me? This is an interrogative sentence. If I transform it in assertive sentence, you have seen me. You have seen me. Okay, this is assertive sentence. From me, I have, and as it is present perfect, been will come here. I have been seen by you. Okay, this is the passive form of this assertive sentence, but here we have been told to make the passive form of have you seen me, then just auxiliary verb will be at first have I been seen by you, and this is the passive form of this sentence. Okay, have you seen me? Have I been seen by you? This is the passive form of the former sentence. Am I right? By this way we can do this, and whenever you will be perfect by practicing a lot, then you need not to make 4 sentences here. You will be able to transform from active to passive directly. Okay, and this is the last sentence I have discussed with you. Actually, I wanted to discuss with you in 3 sentences: assertive, interrogative, and imperative. Okay, I am giving an example of imperative sentence. You know, imperative sentence means sentence. Imperative sentence, the sentence that means order, command, request, and order, request. By this type of sentence is called imperative sentence. Such as do the work, do the work. It is an imperative sentence. Okay, and this is the main verb, this is the object. If I want to transform it in passive form, let, I have to write let at first, and after let the object will be used here. Let the work be will come here, and the past participle form of the verb done. And if I want to write by you in bracket, I can write. And if I don't write, that's not a factor. Why shall I write by you? We know every imperative sentence is used by you. Okay, there is a subject, and this is invisible here. Do the work, I mean you do the work. Okay, do the work, let the work be done. Post the letter, let the, post the letter, post the letter, let the letter be posted, let the letter be posted. Okay, this type of sentence, imperative. This is the affirmative form of interrogative, and another form is just do the work, don't do the work. If the sentence is right here, or don't tell a lie, don't tell a lie. Okay, here this is the negative form and tell is the verb, a lie is object. Okay, and that's why as it is imperative sentence I have to use here let, and as it is negative form let not. Not will be used here. Okay, let not, then object, a lie, be the past participle form of tell, told. Okay, let not a lie be told. So dear learners, we have discussed on three kinds of sentences: assertive, imperative, and interrogative. And I tried to tell you some system of changing from active to passive or passive to active, and I will believe and I hope that you will learn at home and you will practice a lot at home. I think this is the corona situation, and this situation will be no longer. Again, the situation will be okay, and as usual, just like before March 2020. And whenever the school will be open, we shall discuss more and more about this topic. And I think you will practice a lot at home and stay home. Stay home and try to maintain the system or rules of health, and prepare yourself for the upcoming examination. Thank you very much.